It is Thursday, September the 29th. Today we are reading from the book of Exodus chapter 16, verses 31 through 36. Hello, this is the Greenbrier Valley Church of the Nazarene with your daily devotion, and welcome. The people of Israel called the bread manna. It was white like coriander seed and tasted like wafers made with honey. Moses said, "This is what the Lord has commanded. Take an omer of manna and keep it for the generations to come, so they can see the bread I gave you to eat in the wilderness, when I brought you out of Egypt." So Moses said to Aaron, "Take a jar and put an omer of manna in it. Then place it before the Lord to be kept for generations to come." As the Lord commanded Moses, Aaron put the manna with the tablets of the covenant law so that it might be preserved. The Israelites ate manna for 40 years until they came to a land that was settled. They ate manna until they reached the border of Canaan. An omer is 1/10 of an ephah. And that is the word of the Lord. The article today by Joe Foltz is titled, "Our Daily Bread." Here's what Joe writes. During school breaks or the summer, it is often my responsibility to get lunch ready for my 3 children. I'll ask them, "What do you want for lunch today?" Almost always the answer comes back the same: a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. While this is certainly in part because of my culinary skills or a great deal less than my wife's, it's also because my children aren't bothered by eating pretty much the same thing every day. Apparently, the same is true for the people of Israel. For 40 years, they ate manna every day. They ate the same thing every day for 4 decades. That's a long time to be eating the same diet day after day after day, which makes it a little easier to understand why they did grumble about it a time or two. More importantly, though, we see the depth of God's provision. For 40 years, the people have lived a nomadic life of wilderness wandering and haven't had to worry about farming or hunting. Why? Because of God's provisions. Throughout those 40 years, God provided them with their daily food without end and without fail. The hymn is by Mary A. Lathbury. "Break thou the bread of life. Break thou the bread of life, dear Lord, to me." And from the book of Hebrews, chapter 13, verse 5. "Keep your lives free from the love of money and be content with what you have, because God has said, 'Never will I leave you, never will I forsake you.'" And this is your daily devotion for Thursday, September the 29th. Have a blessed day.